Good morning, good morning. It's another episode of Tea and Toast. That's Jason.
And that's Greg.
Coming up on today's episode,
5 American things us Brits don't understand. Yes, good morning and welcome to another edition of Tea and Toast.
Can you sound a bit more enthusiastic, if that's possible? I mean, we can carry on, Jason. It's just that you didn't sound very enthusiastic then, to be honest. So, the viewers want to see more in the morning, Jason.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of Tea and Toast. How's that, Greg?
That's good, Jason.
Thanks.
Keep that in. Yeah. Don't
If
edit
you
that out.
want to get in touch with us, why not jump onto Twitter? We are at Too Old to Grow Up, and you can visit our Facebook page, which is the 80s magazine. Jump on there and have a look.
I have
Get
no
in touch
idea
with
what
us.
you've just said.
Don't worry about it, Greg.
Facebook.
So in this week's episode of Tea and Toast, we're talking about 5 American things that us Brits don't really understand. Don't get us wrong, we love America, don't we, Greg?
Oh, yeah.
We love the movies, we love the TV. In fact, you'll know that from our other episodes, won't they, Greg?
Mm-hmm.
But there are certain things about the great United States of America that we just don't understand, do we, Greg?
Pancakes.
Well, it's funny you should say that, Greg, because the first one on the list is food.
That's amazing.
I know. We must be linked. We're talking about American food that we don't really understand. What's a Twinkie, Greg? See?
Well, at school it was something rude.
Yeah, but not in America. A Twinkie is food, Greg. I believe it's a snack.
Oh, they used it in Die Hard, didn't they?
Yes. So we hear all these things in the movies, but we don't really know what they are. What's a corn dog?
There's a great new taste you can't put down. Conn's corn dogs, they just hit town. Hey, Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs.
In my experience, American food that we don't understand turns out to be very tasty. Pulled pork, for instance.
Pulled pork.
We never had pulled pork in this country
Never
up
had
until about a year ago, 18 months ago. It was just pork before that, wasn't it?
Well, it depends if you're watching this in 2018, isn't it?
I suppose so.
So,
However, the Americans have given us pulled pork,
pulled pork.
and it's fantastic.
It is fantastic with barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Now, in the UK, pulled pork is everywhere. isn't it?
Everywhere.
On everything.
Everything.
You can't buy a burger without pulled pork being on
pulled
it.
pork on it.
And that is fantastic to me.
I want to talk about pancakes.
Talk about pancakes, Greg.
Well, pancakes to us are one day of the year.
Yeah.
They have them for breakfast.
We call it Pancake Day, or Shrove Tuesday to give it its religious.
And they have them for
meaning.
breakfast. They even have, if I remember rightly, because I've been there and you have as well, there. They have a shop called... A shop.
A store.
That's it. They have a place called IHOP, International House of Pancakes.
Welcome to the International House of Pancakes.
I'm here for your Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity breakfast.
And that's just for pancakes.
Got to say, Greg, it sounds fantastic.
Oh, it is. They pile them up like that, and you get all the syrup. You get a row of syrup, whatever flavour you want, and you pour them all on. And that's. We have one day a week. A year, sorry.
You can buy pancakes of the American variety at McDonald's, though, can't you?
Oh, they're
On the
small.
breakfast
They're small
menu.
ones, aren't they?
Yeah,
Our pancakes like that, aren't they? We flip them, they hit the roof.
yeah.
They're like that big, aren't they?
We have Pancake Day races. Kind of stuff we do in this country. Bet they don't do that in the United States of America, do they?
Why would they?
I don't know.
Well, there you go then.
But pancakes, Greg, sounds great. I am going to try some pancakes, but their pancakes are very different to ours, aren't they?
Yeah, ours, like I said, they're big and we just cover them in salt. They are, like, they're smaller and they're syrupy.
Ours are a bit more akin to crepes,
Crepes.
aren't they?
Yeah, it's crepes.
Crepes.
It's very posh, Jason.
Crepes.
Crepes.
I
Yeah.
could really go for a crepe about now.
You usually talk a lot of crepe.
Don't forget the pancakes on Jif Lemon Day.
So what we're saying, Greg, is that when we do understand the food from America that we don't understand, we generally love it, don't we?
Bagels.
Pulled pork, for example. We've just used bagels, Greg.
I
That's a
never
good
thought.
one.
I love bagels, but they've been here a few years now. But we never used to have them, did we?
Well, no, and in fact, the bagels that we buy in this country are made by the New York Bagel Company, aren't they?
Based in Slough.
Yeah. So please, if you're an American and you're watching this, please educate us about your food. Twinkies, brownies, chili dogs, corn dogs.
That was like that was like a rhyme. That
song,
was.
wasn't it? I think they're going to turn that into a song.
Do you think people watch us in America?
Yes, I know they do, Greg, from our YouTube analytics.
What? Our YouTube what?
Analytics.
Not a clue.
Let's move on.
Move on.
Number 4 in the 5 American things that us Brits don't understand, Greg, is the American education system.
School.
Yeah. We don't get it, do we?
High school.
Yeah, we know all the words because we see it in the movies and we watch Saved by the Bell.
Winning, losing, dancing's supposed to be fun.
Well, it will be fun if Kelly dances with me.
I've looked this up on the internet, Greg.
Have you?
Yes.
So much research goes into this.
I know. So, according to Wikipedia,
Obviously.
it must be true. In America, it begins with preschool, which they call pre-kindergarten. So that's like our play school or nursery school.
Right.
You first year at college, you become a freshman, then a sophomore, then a junior, and then a senior at college, by which time you're about 21, 22 years old. And then you become a doctor or a football player or...
I left school at 15, Jason. I mean, I'm perfectly clever
Then
enough.
what did you do? Go down Pitt?
Pardon?
Go down to Pitt?
No, but because my birthday's in August, you see, I should have been the year below. But it's just on that cusp of being 1 week later, and I would have been in the year below. So because I was born in the middle of August, I was put in the year above.
Well, that's truly interesting.
It is, isn't it? It's nearly as interesting as the last 15 minutes of your crepe.
So as you can see, we really don't understand the American school system, do we, Greg? I've got a clue. And because when you go in to buy something in a lot of places in America, there's a price tag on it, and you take it to the till, and they charge you another price.
Oh, because they don't put it on the...
No.
Oh, right, got you. Yeah.
So basically, you've got to work the tax out for yourself. And it's different in different states.
Oh, that's just ridiculous, isn't
The
it?
different amount in different states.
I don't
Some
know.
states don't even charge
I
sales
don't know how
tax.
they cope.
I would not be able to buy anything in America because I get to the till and think, wow, this is $1.50, and I'd get there and they'd say, that's $2.25, please. And I'd go, oh, I've only got $1.50
Why did you say $1.50 like you're trying to be American then?
because we're talking about American sales tax, Greg.
But you don't have to. You wouldn't look at it in the shop and go, "Oh, that's $1.50." Why would you do that?
I would.
Would you?
It's a good accent, that, Greg.
Thanks, mate.
So basically, you have to add the tax yourself. It's a bit like VAT in this country, but that's all already included in the price when we buy things, isn't it?
See, I saw the cleverest, most incredible shop ever when I went to America.
What was it, Greg?
And it was called the $1.99 store. Right?
$1.99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then underneath the big sign they had, the writing was probably this big. It said, "Or more."
I'd buy that for $1.
We've got nothing in this shop that costs less than $1.99.
Yeah. Number 2 in our list, remember again, it's just one of our lists, it's only what we've thought, is the healthcare system.
The healthcare system in America, Greg. I don't get it.
No, this is where I really am confused. Now, VAT is one thing, tax is one thing, school is one thing, food is one thing, but if you break an arm, you've got to go and you pay for which room you want.
Yeah.
I don't know how you cope with that over there, because over here, we just go and it's done, isn't it?
We are incredibly lucky, really, aren't we?
Oh yeah, it's amazing the way
We
we run it.
moan about our NHS, National Health Service system, all the time, don't we, Greg?
Yeah.
However, like Greg just said, if we become ill, break a leg, or anything like that, we just rock up to the hospital, and we might have to wait a few hours, but we get seen, and they treat us, and it doesn't cost us anything, does it, Greg? Well, it costs us the tax that we pay in our wages and things like that.
Fair dues, we don't get much of a choice with what room we go in. I mean, you can choose what room. I'm assuming they can choose what standard of room they want, don't they?
I guess so. I really don't understand it, Greg. We need somebody to explain it to us. From what I know is that basically, if you get ill in America, you have to pay to be seen by a doctor. Number 1 in our list of 5 American things that us Brits don't understand, Greg,
Firework.
is American football. I mean, Not just American football, but most American sports.
It's rugby, isn't it?
No. I've tried. I've genuinely tried to understand it, Greg, and I just don't get it.
No, and it's obviously a big thing over there. It's like baseball, isn't
Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love all the branding and the hype and everything. When I was at school, I had a Chicago Bears bag, Greg. What was his name? The freezer guy?
The fridge?
Yeah, the fridge. Remember him?
Refrigerator.
The refrigerator.
That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah. See that?
Hey, refrigerator, show us some of your famous moves.
Well, when someone goes for my Kraft cheese and macaroni, I go like this, cause it's the cheesiest.
I only know that because he was in the wrestling once.
Right.
That's the only reason I know it.
Well, I loved all of that, but I just don't understand the game.
No, I'll tell you what. We have a few over here now. Wembley Stadium, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Again, I don't really understand it, but
But he's getting bigger in this country.
yes, it is. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I did try to watch one year, the Super Bowl, and I stayed up because it was obviously really late over here. And I remember watching it, and again, this would probably mean nothing to Americans, but to us, it was like sat there watching it, the big, massive build-up, which was a phenomenal build-up, and they went, "Here we go." The whistle went, and they went for a timeout.
I don't want to joke in this week's episode, Greg. I think people are getting bored of them, aren't they? Not very funny, are they, Greg?
I've got it written.
I'm going to go make a cup of tea. You have a think about what you can do instead of a joke.
The camera's not on anyway, is it?
No.
I'm going to do it anyway. What do you call a queue of men waiting for a haircut? A barbecue.
Right, kettle's on.
Oh, hi, mate.
What are you going to do instead of a joke, Greg?
Oh, I just thought we'd cut that bit out this week, Jason.
Oh, I'm glad
It's not a
you
problem.
are finally coming round to my way of thinking.
Well, you know, it's all for the viewers, and if the viewers don't like it, then I'll just cut it out, Jason. So that's that.
Good. Let's move on. In other news, we had a little trip away this weekend just gone, didn't we, Greg? We went to Showmasters Film and Comic Con in Sheffield.
We went to Comic-Con.
In Sheffield.
Sheffield.
And we're going to bring you some footage and related features from that in the next couple of episodes of Tea and Toast.
Good, wasn't it?
It was. We had a ball.